It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And right away, he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now Trubisky to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Kirk now, the return man. Touchdown, Cardinals. An impressive 75-yard punt return. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the extra
They
point.
get the stop. And now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Kickoff for Arizona.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. First possession resulted in a punt. What does Mr. Davis predict for possession number 2?
I'm looking forward to seeing what they had down on their play sheet, because most teams start with that script, that so-called script, about things they want to do. Some of those plays are used to probe, and some of those plays are used to attack. I think they're going to try to attack on this possession.
All right, let's see what happens. Will they attack? Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On third down, Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Yeah, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
One quarter down, 8-0. The score.
With the score, Cardinals 8, Bears nothing.
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray, he'll set up the screen to Drake. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. Forced out to his left. Able to find Isabella. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with the defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
From the 31, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
1-yard line.
Inside the 10 at the pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. For an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Brings up
2nd and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, Murray. The quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A first throw for the backup Foles. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction. So now what can they do on 3rd? Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Foles. And he completes it to Cohen. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A play fake to Montgomery, now Foles. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now Foles. That is caught by Cohen. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
13.
Here's Foles. And Robinson with a big catch. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A final shot before half from Murray. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Murray and the Cardinals with a first and back at their own 10-yard line. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
He's going to take off with it. Room past the 20. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He can only get a yard after all that. It's second down. From the gun, Murray. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
A loss of 9 yards.
Murray with a third and long. And he's going to go down again. Akeem Hicks Looks at 6'5", 332. Finds his way home for the sack. Here we go on 4th down with Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it's going to be 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down and goal to go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 10 yards out, and the Bears have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Chase Edmonds, the man he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Murray. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got Fitzgerald. And all the way up to the 46.
Larry Fitzgerald.
That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
4 yards. And it's 4th down.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. From the gun, Murray. Escaping the press. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Akeem Hicks picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But that does start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray being chased out left. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Murray. Open man is Kirk. Complete.
Murray's pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Here's a quick throw right side, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
24, Bears 10. Zane Gonzalez kicks.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. He'll get that complete to his tight end Kmet. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
13.
He'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Foles on target to Robinson for the Chicago first.
The 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
First and 10.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray out to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and
he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Murray able to connect with Christian Kirk. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
And to me, that's
and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. And we've got